Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to KvltDeFi, the channel where we bring you the latest and greatest in innovative tech and teams that are doing some amazing things on Pulse Chain. We specialize here on the Jacob ecosystem of projects. I know you haven't seen me in a while. Before I get into any of that, can someone please just put in the comments that you can hear me okay? Just do a quick mic check. I have a bit of a different setup, so we just want to make sure everything is running okay. Someone please let me know in the comments. I don't want to keep going for 10 minutes and then find out that I'm not actually that I actually don't have any sound at all. So if we can get on with that, then we can start on with this stream. I'm very happy to be back. Thank you very much, Morex. Good to have you here. Thanks very much. Yes, you did comment Algo. We will be looking at Algo. We will be looking at everything in the Jacob ecosystem today. It's really, I wanted to touch base with you guys. I have been gone for the last couple of weeks. There's been a lot happening. The thing that concerns this doing these podcasts is that I had a biking accident, a mountain biking accident. I was going a bit I was going a bit faster than I was getting very brave, basically. I was getting very brave and I stacked it on the bike. I took a huge tumble. And I mean, only really cosmetic stuff. Knees banged up pretty bad, shoulder, elbow. But the thing that really stopped me doing these is that I scratched all my face up, all here, gave myself a black eye, the whole lot. But I'm healed. I don't know if you can see. I'm healed. There's still a bit of tender, and there is going to be a scar. But you know, scars are cool. So who cares? So yeah, I'm back, guys. Even though I haven't been very vocal, I have been in all of the chats. I've been following everything that's been going on, not just on the Jacob ecosystem of projects. I've been following everything on Pulse Chain, things outside of Pulse Chain also, especially because we have a new project launching, don't we? T-minus 2 weeks, 15 days, 16 days. 16 days, and Thank You CZ starts. But as if you caught me on my last stream before I actually went off, it was the last update that we had. It's not going to be called Thank You CZ anymore. It's going to be called something else. But Jacob hasn't divulged the name yet to me. But I can tell you from the last conversation I had with Jacob, I am absolutely, I couldn't be more bullish about this project. Like you, I sacked, I'm in, waiting for this thing to launch. One of the things that I was interested in sacrificing for Thank You CZ originally was, Thank You Richard Hart did so well in the beginning. It did so well. It did so well. It came out of the gate absolutely flying, right? We know that's because the community has an appetite for those type of projects. When Thank You CZ was coming around, and I was involved quite a little bit with the Binance Smart Chain side of things before, way before Pulse Chain, obviously. But even though I was, I'm a Hex guy, a Hexagon, still Binance Smart Chain was something to have a bit of fun with. And it was really the end of the last bull market, the start of the bear market. There were still projects flying around like crazy, passive income projects. Passive income projects we find on the Binance Smart Chain, or BNB chain now it's called, tend to do really, really well because the communities that they have over there are generally new people that just got into crypto. They're looking for some ways to try and get a lot of money. They don't really understand the whole hodl thing yet because they're probably not in it for long enough to hodl anything, or maybe they're just building their bags. But the idea of passive income, free money for doing things, through certain different projects, whether it's yield, whether it's mining, whether it's, just literally playing games, trying to earn, they all do phenomenally well. Really, all of them. They all do so well. So when Thank You CZ came around, I thought, okay, well, that's a no-brainer. It's going to be a fantastic project. But also the tokenomics got me, right? Jacob said very early on when the sacrifice was on, he said that, sorry, the camera's zooming. I have a new camera actually, just so everyone can see. The camera is actually really, really good. So I'm trying a few different setups. I'm trying this with this fake background, the virtual background. I'm trying different lighting that's going on in this what's now turning into this studio office. So I'm just going to say, so if I lose you a bit, it's because the camera's trying to keep up. So yeah, so when Jacob announced the tokenomics, he basically said he wanted basically the total supply to go into the hands of the sacrificers, so that when it launches, anyone that wants to get in has to buy from us, from the community, right? That was something that we didn't. That was something that Thank You Richard Hart didn't have. This does have it, right? So that was actually why I decided, really, I thought this is absolutely the kind of project that we need, you know. So as far as I know, that's all still the same, you know, but what is changing is it was going to be running around centralized exchange based on similar principles as Thank You Richard Hart. You're still going to be doing that, running the centralized exchange. It's still going to be GameFi, if you like. There's still going to be a lot of different ways to earn yield, and to earn your passive incomes. But there's going to be different ways around it. Jacob spoke briefly about vaults concerning the burns, right? Because Thank You Richard Hart obviously burns Richard Hart tokens until that changes. This was going to be set up to burn BNB and potentially others, maybe Cake or something like that. Jacob has rethought that. There's still going to be a huge benefit for the Binance Smart Chain, obviously, for BNB chain coming around. But the way that it works, the different way that the gamification works is going to be set out different. I haven't been told all the information. Like I say, I've been gone for a while. I do need to touch base with Jacob again. I wanted to touch base before this, but it's my fault. I actually didn't have time to reach out. But now I'm back. We're going to do this regular again. We're going to keep going all the time. You will start to see I have so many videos lined up that I've literally recorded, just even some tutorials and stuff like that. I just haven't been in the right frame of mind since I got bashed up, basically. But I'm back. I'm back at it, so we can start hit the ground running. Also, now is a very good time to start slapping into all of this again, because we know that Thank You CZ is coming. 15 days. Be ready. Make sure you've told everyone if they want to buy the tokens, they can buy them off of you, basically, because that's what it's going to be. They're going to be buying off us, the community. So really, we have the power to limit supply and really send this thing into the stratosphere. This is just the start of this bull market. I know it has been absolute murder. Things haven't happened the way that everyone thought they were going to be happening, at least the way I didn't see that they were going to be happening. But I mean, what do we expect? These prices are just a gift. They're a gift. They're a gift as far as I'm concerned. Anything here, I mean, you need to be looking at. I mean, I told you already before, you know me, I don't really look at prices. But when I follow everyone's YouTube, and you know, I spend literally the last couple of weeks, I've just been watching what's happening in the community, watching everybody else's streams. I'm all over X all the time. I'm obviously in the telegrams and everything. So just seeing the sentiment that's going around and seeing what's happening. I mean, I don't know. Are these bottom signals? You tell me. They look like bottom signals to me. We had the Bitcoin halving, went off. Everyone, I don't know, people were expecting, you know, Bitcoin was going to start flying like the next day or something like that. But look at chart history. It doesn't work like that. We still have, I think, okay, I'm going to throw it out there. This is just me. I'm just a guy, you know, with his own little ideas. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. put that disclaimer in. I am just a guy here who loves the crypto industry. I love some of the big players that are in here, what we're doing. I love the community behind it all. And I really actually do really love some of the tech. I have to say, it's I'm not an IT guy by any means, but oh my God, some of the tech, some of the ideas that are coming out, just in general in crypto is phenomenal. And we will get on to what I think is probably the best idea that I've heard ever in crypto later on this, because it is one of our projects, one of Jacob's projects. So where was I? Okay, these prices and this market. Let's get to the market first. Let's just talk in generality, shall we? Hex is down. I was looking at crypto bubbles. I won't bring them up, but I was looking at the crypto bubbles this afternoon for the last month. I think the monthly. Oh my God, like 50% down on some things. I think Inc. incentive token, I think, is down 50% or 45%, something like that. Wow, guys. Look, anyone else that says I'm late, what the hell are they talking about? How can you be late? This is the things are still going to look what just happened to Zero Knowledge. Zero Knowledge said they're going to remove their front end. And I saw that recovered yesterday to today, recovered 50%. Recovered 50%. I know that there's someone else out there. Forgive me, I don't remember the name, but there's someone else out there on X. I saw that they're actually going to host the front end for it. I mean, look, you can't get rid of this. This is smart contracts that are on the blockchain. They're alive there forever. For as long as people have the appetite to use the smart contracts, to interact with smart contracts, they stay alive. You can't get rid of them. How much more privacy is that? You don't need, like, literally, if you don't know how to interact with a smart contract directly without using someone else's UI, learn. It's actually really not that difficult. There's a few YouTube tutorials out there. Just have a look. It's really not that difficult, really. Obviously, we like things to look nice and pretty, something to make it nice and easy for us to press a few buttons. But hey, if you need it, you can access, literally, you can directly access the smart contract. That's no problem. And that's with any smart contract that's on there. So learn how to do that. Bit of advice. That's a bit of non-financial advice. That's just a bit of educational advice for yourself. Okay. Let's get into the chat really quick. I just want to see who's here. Let me have a look. See who have we got. Hey, go positive. Thanks very much for being here. Spread the FOMO. Hey, the FOMO is coming, and anyone that doesn't believe it, you're going to be sorely mistaken. I really believe that this project is going to get us so much attention from the BNB chain. This project is not only good for us as holders, not only good for us as people that want to interact with this, with the protocol and use it and start earning passive income. This is going to be huge for Pulse Chain also, because this coming bull market, all those degens are all going to look for projects, and when they see basically this mammoth project that's coming out in ways that can help them, help the communities, and earn themselves some money, I think it's going to be absolutely top drawer. More Hex, Algo. Yes, we will get to Algo. I'm really looking forward to talking about Algo. Hey, Hex Pim, good to see you. Thanks very much for taking the time. Thanks very much. You're all welcome. And good morning from Thailand. Hey, well, good night, good evening from Europe. It's late. It is very late. Actually, speaking about late, I will get on to another thing before we start to get into this. I know some of you might be aware that what's his name? Nagabo's token goes live tonight. If any of you actually care about that, if you do, check them out. He's big sponsored by Randy Hilarski, apparently, and I think that's pretty cool. I like Randy. I told you, many of you might know, Randy was the reason I found Hex in the first place. Found one of his streams randomly one day, and we got in from there. So that's all that's in the chat so far. Let's run with the telegrams. Here, have a look at these streams. Okay, so guys, we need to talk about thank you CZ. Right, we need to talk about thank you CZ. This is coming very quickly. Now is literally I mean, I don't know. We've been waiting for a long time, but this has changed. My conversation with Jacob last time when he was talking about it, I mean, I'm just having a look at some of my notes here, and there's not really a lot of stuff that I can tell you don't already know, except that concerning the burns, Jacob mentioned the vault. So the taxes that are collected by certain tokens, those certain tokens go into a vault, and then through the gamification, you get access to that vault. So you can do like a bank robbery, I guess. I mean, those were definitely not the words he used, but that's kind of the way I understood it. So you can literally raid the vault. I also think that by having like a DAO, you can vote on what gets burned. Wouldn't that be interesting? That would be very interesting. I really like the idea of having a DAO across Jacob's projects because the community are very engaging in all of the telegrams, aren't we? I mean, there's people in there all the time in all of them, chatting away. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative. But hey, anyone that's been negative about the whole thing, I think it's just because it's just frankly because they're maybe just bored and they want something to do. The market's not very interesting right now. Except for the odd meme coin thing that comes out. I mean, what is it really doing? I mean, you got things like, Axis SolidX done very well. But look at the massive pullbacks everything's having now. I mean, everything's having a pullback, but you saw how fast we started jumping up with PulsePot, right? When PulsePot launched, when PLSP launched, we absolutely rocketed, and we were jumping dollars in days, dollars. That was largely think about it. That was largely because of the power of tight liquidity to Pulse, right? When Pulse starts going up, everything starts going up. So it's really silly to say, "Oh, I'm late," because you're not late. It's silly to say, "Oh, you need to," I wish I had access to some of the sacrifice funds so I could actually stick it into something else. Well, really, because if you said that a month ago, you'd be down. If you said it 2 months ago, you'd be down. If you said it 3 months ago, and if you got it 3 months ago, you'd be down. You'd just be down. Everything is down. Because everything is down, listen, your dollar's worth of Pulse is still a dollar's worth of Pulse. Right? No, sorry, that was the wrong way to explain it. So a dollar's worth of Pulse 3 months ago, if you had that and you put it into something else, everything is down, so you'd be way down. So don't even fucking worry about it. Right? So we got another comment here from Mike. I like this already, and I've only read the first couple of lines, the first couple of words. As an OG in the Jacob ecosystem, I am very confident that Thank You CZ and Pulse predictions will do insane this bull market. It will definitely do better than BNB Pot and Pulse Pot, in my opinion. Ooh. Okay. My 2 cents on all of this. As a Jacob OG myself, thanks very much for being there, Mike. As a Jacob OG myself, I'm very confident that Thank You CZ and Pulse Predict will do insane this bull market too. I definitely agree with that. Now, do I think that it will do better than BNB Pot and Pulse Pot? Now, I think as soon as people start making the money, right, we won't see the crazy FOMO, all that, the insaneness that comes in, people throwing money in. I even heard stories in the last bull market that there were people setting up tokens, like tax tokens with like 40 or 50% taxes that were literally just going into the dev's wallet. That was it. It wasn't actually being put to any use like we do with other projects. And people were willing to pay us, and people were throwing money in left, right, and center. Think about this miner. Right, this crazy amount of miners that were out there. I think Olympus DAO started off. This crazy amount of miners that were starting, literally at the top, when all as Somi says, when Coinbase is the #1 app on the App Store, when the Coinbase app is #1 on the App Store, that's probably top signal. That's probably a top signal. It probably is. But we know that the real crazy, like BNB pot and Pulsepot and the whole casino action thing will start to go crazy in a few months from now. It'll start to go crazy when all this new money is coming into crypto, or when people start to make gains. When people start to make gains, they might have a little flutter. They might have, well, I'm not condoning gambling, just saying, if you don't want to play in the house, own the house by holding PLSP and BNBP. Oh, Mike has had a follow-up there. Okay, Flat Earth Underground. Hey, we'll get to you in a second. Let me just show Mike's thing here. As soon as it presses. Yeah, because the Binance Smart Chain community is much larger than Pulse Chain. Yes, I agree with that. That's what BNB pot should fly. So the first wave will slowly come into Pulse Chain as a second wave. Yes, I agree with that. But what I really believe, what I really stand on, and I've been saying this now for months already. As soon as Thank You CZ starts and we start to get some real awareness, because that is a new project, we have to do a lot of marketing, right? We have to really get it out there. It's exactly the type of project that people on the Binance Smart Chain or BNB chain look for. It's exactly the things that the YouTubers want to show their followers. They want to show, hey guys, I've found you a passive income dream, something that makes money. You can have a little bit of fun, bit of gamification, and guess what? For a minimum amount of entrants, you get a maximum amount of yield, right? That's basically what it is. So as soon as that starts, and people find out that it's us, that is, you know, it's our community that's going to, you know, that are major holders of this, they will naturally start to go to BNBP, the BNB pot. They will, and they start to spend money. And once they start to do that, and once they become holders, that price is going to be an absolute rocket ship. Absolute rocket ship. Actually, I would say BNB, even just BNB as its own token, I think is now a little bit below $600 again today. But I mean, that's done a 3x in the last year. I still think, I've said it before, I don't really like doing the price predictions and stuff like that, but I think that BNB token itself is $2,000 token, maybe at the end of this cycle. I mean, at the top, I think at the top, which is, it's still only like a 1.5x from here, but I don't think it'll do much more than that, to be honest. But then again, you never know. You never know. You never know. But once we start to get the FOMO out there, once we start to really show people what's going on and what the project can do, then BNB pot it'll start to get attention. And then once that starts to get attention, people will look at Thank You CZ or whatever it's going to be called. They'll look at that and say, hey, did you know that there is a, you know, the sister project is already on and going on Pulse Chain? Did you know that the sister project for BNB pot, Pulsepot, is already running with different games also? And that's all before the merger. Don't forget, we're probably going to be doing the merger this year. I think Jacob said it was definitely this year. So once we do that, everything's under one house anyway. Makes it easy as pie. It makes other deployments as easy as pie. And we still know that we have another casino deployment coming this year, whether it's going to be on Arbitrum or on Relics. I would even think at this stage, Jacob's probably thinking about Solana, because those guys are going absolutely crazy. Now, I can't confirm or deny. I haven't actually asked him, so I don't know. That's just a little guess from my side. Right. But yeah, so we're absolutely rocking and rolling. We got 15 days, guys. 15 days before this launches. Now, my advice, remember what happened to, thank you, Richard Hart. That went absolute bananas. Absolute bananas. If you are just waiting for this launch because you want to try and extract some money to throw around, you know, the ecosystems anywhere, or throw into another token, my advice, not financial advice, but my advice would be just hold your bags and wait and see, because once it starts going up, and once all these other YouTubers from different communities that some of you guys might not know, Once these other influencers start getting involved, the sky is the limit, right? We just saw. I'm going to give a shout out to Crypto Kratos from the Baked Beans Miner. I was talking to him. I was talking to him way back when we were doing BNB Pot originally, because we were going to do some working together. He's just relaunched his BNB miner on the Binance Smart Chain. I'm speaking to him already. Actually, I spoke to him yesterday. Spoke to him already. I have some ideas I want to run past him concerning. Thank you, CZ. So we'll see how that goes. But he's done very well. I mean, he's protocol launched 3-4 days ago. It's already hit like over $1 million in TVL. So if you're listening, brother, really well done. We'll talk. We have a lot to talk about. So while we wait for thank you, CZ, let's have a little look to see where we are. Right. I haven't checked these numbers in a little bit. So hang on, let's do that one. Okay, let's have a little look see here. Right. Every time I click on the jackpot is going. I'm actually really starting to see some good chat going on in the little chat group we have. I'm seeing a few different languages in there now as well. So I mean, I guess a word is spreading. We're spreading around. I just want to have a look and see where we are in terms of the burn. Let's go to some burn stats. So to date, we have burnt nearly 31,000. Yeah, 3.1% of burns. 3.1% of total supply is burnt, and we are at the end of April. So 4 months, basically. 4 months minus a week. We launched on the 7th of January, right? So 4 months. So 3.1% burnt. Look, guys, we're still not even really getting rock and rolling with this. Like I say, as soon as people start making gains, they start spending their money. When they start spending their money, we got a lot of loyal players on here. A lot of people playing on here like crazy. And we're burning tokens like crazy. Jesus Christ, we're really burning tokens like mad. Wow. I can see that people are starting to get a little bit smart when it comes to the wrap PLSP token. Now, if you want a nice little play for yourselves, I would say have a look at the price of wrap PLSP versus the price of PLSP native. Because if you are willing to wait for, 5 months at the lowest, at the absolute outside, if you're willing to wait 5 months, you can turn wrap PLSP into PLSP token. There are 47,000 tokens left, wrap PLSP. These are just the ones that are from the participation phase. Obviously, you can buy some off the market. If you are considering buying off the market, consider looking at how many you're going to buy. I personally wouldn't recommend doing like big bulk buys because you'll eat a hell of a lot of slippage. So check it out for yourself. But for me, if anyone just wanted a little, 30-40% gain over the next 5 months, that's what we have to say. How crazy is this, right? You can literally get like a 40 to 50% gain on your money if you just wait 5 months. Like any decent market, that's okay. But this is crypto, and we all want the 20x, the 50x, the 100x, the 150x. Even, well, let's not get too crazy out there. But those numbers are realistic, and they happen every single day in crypto. We see it. That's why we're numb to, I can pretty much, put an extra half of my money in a few months. If you actually have a lot of PLSP and you decide and you have them and just sitting there, why not stake them so you reduce your wrap stake time? That is mad. Gotta Win 1 has won just from the games, has won 12,000 rapid SP tokens. Wow. Look at where we are at price action. Under $4. Look now. I think what's that? Well, I'm just going to make a note of this. It's something I'm going to check a bit later. I'm not going to check it right now, but I'm going to check where our price was. I think we were at about, we weren't at the 21 anymore. I think we were at, now, how good is my memory now? I think we were at about $16 or $17. I think we're about $16 or $17 before we start to see Pulse start to do his little downturn, which was what, 2 months ago? Was it 2 months ago? I will check. I'm actually going to check this because I want to see the ratio of how far Pulse has fallen and how that's affected the PLSP price. Because wouldn't it be funny if the percentage of Pulse dropped is the percentage that PLSP dropped? Wouldn't that just be funny? Because that means when Pulse starts to rocket up again, so do we. So do we. I love these liquidity ratios that Jacob sets. I love it. We can absolutely rock it. And we're not, we're not rocketing small money. We're rocketing dollars. You see real dollar values going up. Let's have a look at this unwrap, as I said before. So really, I think, guys, anyone out there, if you don't have wrap PLSP token, not financial advice, but you should definitely look into getting some. Why is this not loading? I don't know why this is a bit slow. Everything is fine here. Internet's fine. Just the page. Refresh. Reload. Okay, so that was thank you, CZ. We know already, right? I'll get on to thank you, Richard Hart, just while we wait, guys, while we wait for this last little thing. Thank you, Richard Hart. Nothing will be happening with it until thank you, CZ is out. We all know that Jacob has a lot on his plate. He's spinning lots of plates right now, but the closer we get to actually deploying something is when it really is going to need some of his focus. So the plan has always been get thank you CZ up and running and then get V4 thank you Richard Hart out. That just has to be the way we have to do it, right? I saw in the group in the chat the last couple of days a lot of different people are chipping in chipping in their 2 cents. What's happening here, what's happening there. Look, largely the last couple of weeks largely have been down to me. I mean I really haven't been around. I haven't been able to be around, but guys, look, if you want to know what's happening, ask the questions. They do get answered. But right now, when the whole market is absolutely, the whole market is down, everything is down, the last thing we need now is just being negative. We don't need negativity right now, because if you think about where we are, if you think about what's launching, right? So thank you, she said it's coming out, and we're at the start of a bull market, but everything is down. So we're launching at a better time because we still have all the upside still coming then, right? It's the same with everything. The upside for everything is still there. The upside is worried about still there. Okay, let's get back to the chat here for a second. I see someone just come. Who's this? Ryan. Hey, Ryan. How you doing? Thanks for being here. I just joined. What's up with Thank You, CZ? Launch still in May. Yes. Yeah, we've just been talking about it. Okay, so just quickly for you, Ryan. So, yes, we're launching on the 15th of May, which is in 2 weeks' time. The name is not going to be Thank You, CZ. It's going to be changed. The burning is going to be very different from what we had with Thank You, Richard Hart. I don't know the percentages and things like that, but it's probably going to be lower taxes. Those taxes are going to be used to sort of go into like a vault, like a bank vault, and collect it over there. And then through something like a DAO, we can potentially decide what to burn with them. Okay, so that's just a very quick little way how it's going to change. But really, think about this is real GameFi. There's going to be real opportunities to make money here. There's going to be. Ryan, I was saying at the very start of this, I was saying one of the reasons that I was so excited about Thank You, CZ coming was the fact that all the token supply was going to the sacrificers, minus whatever, team wallet, right? Whatever. But that doesn't matter. And the reason that's exciting is because anyone that wants to get into ThankYouCZ or whatever it's going to be called after it launches have to buy the tokens from the community, from the sacrificers, which is us, right? Anyone that's not in has to buy the tokens from us. So, yes, we all want mad fast gains. The best way to get to mad fast gains is to hold on to your tokens, limit the supply that is on the market, limit the supply that can be bought, and watch that thing absolutely rocket. Not financial advice, but that's the best way I would think to play it, right? Also, if you know anyone on the Binance Smart Chain or BNB chain, any influencers, reach out to them. If you want to set me up on calls with them, I'm absolutely happy to. I will talk to everyone and anyone to get this going. I'm really excited about it. I've already reached out to a hell of a lot of people. I've had some really good conversations. Again, it's really, we just have to launch. Jacob is doing a stage launch, as we know. So on the 15th, you're going to get your tokens. And then on the 16th, we'll start to see some sort of launch plan regarding the outrunning of the games. We did very similar with BNB Pop when it launched. I said a couple of, hey, really well done to you, sir. Well done to you. I think you're going to be very happy. I think you're going to be very happy. I can't remember. I think it was 800 million tokens were going to the sacrificers, and 200 million were going to Team Wallet or liquidity. I really can't remember. Actually, let me have a look. I'll bring up the page. Now I looked at this page too. So I'll share that tab instead. $800 million. So 800 million total supply. That's pretty cool. And look, 747 wallets sacrificed. That means that there's less than 1,000 people that can be selling these. Less than 1,000 people are going to be holding this. So if we don't sell, watch what the price can do. Just watch it. I, for one, am really excited about this. Wow. There you go, Mike. 6 wallets from you. Yeah, you see? Look at this, right? So the 800 million of these are going to be in the hands of 747 wallets. 747. That is, wow. That's phenomenal. And don't forget, you're going to have your OG NFTs too, right? Now, we still don't know what these OG NFTs are going to be used for yet. But, knowing Jacob and knowing all of the changes that have come around about this, I think if you don't have OG NFTs, I'm sure some are still available on the market. Yeah, so there we go. So it was 1 billion max supply. Like I said, 800 million go to the sacrifice set, 200 million go to the team for liquidity and stuff like that. And bear in mind, now, something which I don't think a lot of people know. Yes, Jacob has team supply from a lot of the projects that he launches, but you ask him or you look around, has he ever sold a single one of his own tokens? No, he hasn't. That's kind of founder you want. You founder that isn't in it to try and make a quick buck, right? This is obviously going to change BNB burning. I wonder what the staking mechanism is going to look like. The free airdrops. I think the free airdrops are kind of cool. Like I say, the free airdrops, because with Thank You Richard Hart, because obviously we as a community, because we were absolutely willing to be throwing, to be literally helping the project out or helping the community out by giving away such a huge amount in taxes in the beginning.